Scorpio. Very late, but you know, we're just gonna roll with it. This is your yearly 2025 reading, plus a few in 2026, apparently. Um, my apologies. So we're just gonna go through it. We'll see how I do. I may not post this. I don't know. We'll see. Um, so you currently, and your main focus in the year or throughout the year is going to be about whatever you've been creating, whatever you've been building, um, your abundance. It could be beauty related. There goes my computer again making noises. Anything to do with motherhood, anything to do with uh, fertility, okay? So those themes are going to be very big for you in the year 2025 and into 2026. Now, there's going to be some kind of analyzing or mental planning that's going along with this. So maybe you're planning to be a mother, or you're getting ready because you know you're going to be a mother, or there's something here about you know that you have to get your duckies in a row because you're starting some sort of business. This could be a creative of any kind, artistic, or beauty related. And I see like legal paperwork being a focus for this. Just getting the facts checked and everything squared away for this in order to get this prosperity, this creative project or major life event on the successful side of things. What's crossing or kind of hindering you in the situation is I need to really take the time to be down. I feel like you're being forced to think something over, or maybe there's some sort of exhaustion that comes in with all this, and you're angry that you cannot move forward faster, that it's not moving forward quite as rapidly as you'd like it to. You seem displeased about having things take longer than they need to or that you want them to. But I guess there's like some sort of recovery happening here, because in the past I see that there was something that was presented, something that was gifted, like it's coming through as a gift, but it leaves you at feeling rejected or at a loss in some sort of way. So I don't know if it was and this is an example, it's not going to be like this for everybody, so try to take the energies as they fit. I'll try to give as many examples as I possibly can. But it's like maybe you became pregnant and the gift, the baby, was not well received by the other partner, that you realized you'd be going at it alone. Maybe a gift that you gave somebody ended up costing you a lot more than you anticipated. There is something about status here with this presenter card, because I'm reading the Sibila. There's something about acknowledgments as well. So maybe you didn't get some sort of acknowledgement for something, and there would have been some sort of monetary compensation or at least tangible compensation for that, and you were left kind of to fend for yourself, looking for other avenues or opportunities to better your situation. So maybe the offer was given to somebody else. So if this is anything from, a house, you didn't get the offer on the house, but I feel like it's a relationship, most likely, just because of the way I read the cards. For most of you, it's a rejection of an offer in some sort of way. Now, this could be a creative endeavor that you were doing, that maybe you submitted a screenplay or some sort of art to a gallery and it was rejected. But this is in the near past. So there was some rejection, and now you're trying to get it off whatever project you have off the ground, and dealing with the not the facts, but I guess it's more of like thinking about how you're going to create in the present this year, how you're going to do things this year. But the irritating part of it is that you have to rethink something, or you have to recover from this kind of ego hit in the past, in the near past. So how you're thinking about this whole situation, I don't know. There's also like what's kind of hurting the situation is if it's two different energies that are involved in making this project happen. One person is more lackadaisical and kind of passive, and the other one is very energetic and wants to get things going, and there's a lot of frustration with that. That's another thing that's coming through. So now let's go into like how you're thinking about things, how you're communicating, what you're aware of. There's a lot kind of in your mind right now that you're fighting with, you're struggling with. A lot of competing thoughts about this partnership, this this contract, this marriage of sorts. It could be a relationship. There's competitiveness as well. You're thinking competitively about getting this to all marry together well, or trying to get two separate minds on the same page. And what you're not aware of is that there's going to be some kind of tangible gesture of kindness that will be coming into play in terms of an offer that could be emotionally driven. It could be financial as well, because of the Ace of Diamonds card here. Could be some sort of check or money, but it's emotionally and physically being given to you. There's something here about somebody putting in effort. It may not be the most mature or the most amount of money, but it is an offer. There's an offer on the table. So what I'm thinking is, it might not be ideal for what you want, but it is going to be an offer of some sorts that will be coming to you. You'll be receiving news of this. This could happen in April. The winter probably was hard, is what I'm thinking, because it's in the near past, that card of winter, the Five of Pentacles. And you gave it your all, and now you're just trying to continue on with what you were working on, and now you're being forced to take a seat and kind of wait for somebody else to get paperwork done, wait for somebody else to get their mind right in the situation, or their part of the project together. And it seems like in the near future you foresee some kind of, you see that either a strategy of of someone else, or you see a strategy that you want to implement, um, or go about in order to achieve emotional harmony in the situation. If this isn't like, it's hard because it's like foreseeing some kind of cheating or theft, or just seeing that the way things could go awry in some sort of way. Someone's intentions as well. What are their intentions? Because she's scrying into her cup here, and I have the Thief card, and it is the Page of Pentacles, right? He's being kind of slow and steady towards a goal, but it might not be in the direction that you or this other person is hoping for. So there might be some foresight in the matter, and so that will help you prepare for whatever is to come. And the Queen of Cups is a very emotionally nurturing person, so she's trying to look at this through the eyes of a mother. Maybe this is a child that's being sneaky. I'm not sure about that situation. You'd have to see where it fits. But I do have in the next placement, the advice is about some young person or some news coming in from an establishment of some kind. I'm thinking like this could be a school even, so it could very well be about a child and their daily routine. This could also be about news coming from, this is about communication with an establishment as well. It could be slightly immature, like pages are like, the ones that bring news. The Page of Swords can be sort of not standoffish, a wise ass. He can be a wise ass. So I don't know if you work in some kind of juvenile center or a school, or this is talking about your kid's school, or yeah, it's like it also could be about news about some sort of home. So you could be getting news that potentially that you could, or it could be some bad news as well, something unpleasant about a relationship having to do with getting a new home. Maybe it's like your realtor or something, or there's something immature about this family member or situation. There's something like not fully developed. It could be like news that a home is not ready to be moved into. And I see that here in that 4th house area. There's some sort of offer that's a little bit, it's not all done. It's not all maybe what you would want. It's not fully matured. But yet, you're still getting news. So, let me not stop because I'll lose track. All right, 8th house. Eighth placement. So this is how other people are viewing you. Other people are seeing you. They're seeing you as being like very worried and stressed out over some sort of risky business move of somebody. This could be a boss as well, or decisions that are being made without enough information by this businessman, this person who seems to think they have authority in a situation. They may have more power than you in a situation, but you're not thrilled about the decisions they've been making about something. Could have to do with this project, like I said, this endeavor, this abundance. And so this is also the shared assets house. So what you're tied into this in some sort of way, and so it's like you can't watch like this person do what they're doing. Like maybe they embarrass you to some extent, and people are noticing this. People see this. Also, it's in the house of addictions, so maybe somebody in the situation is a kind of a risk taker and like gets a thrill out of it. There might be somebody that's making money moves that you're like, I can't even watch. I can't believe they're doing this. You know what I mean? But it's your house as well. So like, whatever they're doing, you seem to be like not on the same page as them. They seem very invested in taking the risk, and you don't seem like, you're like, I don't think this is it. Maybe they hold some more power or more money hold in the situation. Maybe that's why. Let's see. So what you're hoping for, you're hoping to be able to get a new idea that will cause you to rush in and try to fix a financial situation with very little money on your own. You might want to be parting ways with a co-pilot in some sort of way. This could be a business venture partner that you don't want to be in business with anymore. This could be a relationship partner who you don't want to be involved with anymore. This could be even a friend who's involved themselves. Maybe you live together. You don't want to maybe move in with them again to another place. There's this kind of, I'm hoping I can do it on my own. I hope I can. I've learned a few lessons about how having to mingle people together like this it can be messy, and I just want to be able to do it my way. I think you really want to do your way, and people have been kind of putting your ideas down or not giving you enough credit in a situation. The outcome, I see releasing yourself from feeling stuck mentally in something. There's like this freedom from impediment. Like you got that visitor here, that good news coming in with the rider, but maybe you're feeling like there's a loss that comes with it as well. Like you're willing to give up whatever you have in order to make this possible and take this new beginning. Maybe you get a new job as well or start a new career. But that seems like, I think the Eight of Swords is like a relief. It's a relief that maybe things didn't work out and that you're able to take a new beginning in something. Underneath the deck, I do have the Hangman, so you're really sick of waiting. I think that's what predominantly is the problem. You've been waiting for a while, and you're not. Someone isn't taking the bait. Someone isn't biting. Someone isn't listening, and so you're ready to move on with something. Now I'm gonna go through the houses, and then I'll read the full because I add 2 cards to the end of my cross, unlike most people. So, first house, physical body. You'll be refining. There's a lot of thinking about beauty and aesthetics this year in terms of your physical body. You may be hiring somebody like a personal trainer, or you get a new hairstylist, somebody who's a professional, who has the tools, who has the knowledge in order to help you do something, create something. Now this could be a doctor who is an obstetrician. You could be getting a new doctor, a gynecologist, anything like that. This is a helper, somebody who's a professional, who is studied and well versed in their field. So there's something here about them helping you, or maybe it's a nutritionist or something, because of that Taurus energy. A doctor of any kind that's going to help. There's some sort of glow up with your body or healing. And the second house there of your resources and what you value, you're going to be valuing taking time to rest. Your sleep is going to be important. You might be angry at times throughout the year that you're not getting enough sleep. You feel like there's too much to do, too much going on in your head. But I feel like that's what that's saying. There could also be movement while in sleep or in restless leg syndrome. Why is that coming through? I don't know. That's random, but that could be something. You'll have to let me know in the comments if you're watching this and that's the case. But there's something here about feeling restless. Like you're trying to rest, but you're full of energy at the same time. So you're going to be valuing when you have the energy to do something this year, you're going to be very happy that you can get things done. And when you have the time to rest, you will be very happy. You can chill out. People in your vicinity, your neighborhood, cousins. There might be a lot of bickering or arguing about a cousin getting married this year. There could be stress about that to some degree. It could be having to do with dresses for the wedding, or some sort of partnering up with siblings or cousins in order to move to a new place in your neighborhood. There's a battle of wills, and feels like somebody will lose. I think you might move in with a partner instead of a friend, and that might irritate. Move in with a partner instead of a friend, or your sibling or your cousin could not want that person to live with you and them if you're all moving in together. Something here about even if it's a short distance trip, just having to partner up with somebody and do that. There's some sort of competition over it. Like, I only have one ticket to go to this concert or something, or the movies or whatever, and it's like something a little bit more it's not as available to the public for some reason. I don't know why this is coming through. This is very strange. It's not as easy to get access to this community or whatever, and there's like a battle over who will I take and who wants to go, and a friend could get left out and a lover might want to go, and then you take the lover and the friend's irritated, stuff like that, some weird thing like that. Or it could even be, if you're getting married, it could be about bridesmaid deciding who's going to be the maid of honor. People are like battling over the something interesting about that. So they're both fives, so it's conflict and challenge and change. So there's definitely like change going on in your local environment or neighborhood. Now, in terms of your there could also be a lot of arguments about like bickering about getting married, like just I think I said that earlier, but in terms of your home life, there's going to be a lot of sweetness and kind words exchanged. There's somebody doing something. It's either somebody handing you some money for a house or helping you out with the rent, or there's a gift here or an offer, a kind gesture, an offer of love. This could also be a partner coming in and something sweet, something like a poem, someone writing you a poem or a song or something. I'm seeing a lot of gay, like homosexual theme here. So it can go that way where there's um, two men in a relationship or two women. Just in different parts. What else am I seeing? Yeah, just doing something nice for gift giving in the home. I don't know what it is. A basket. It could be having to do with Easter or something. You get like some kind of Easter present from a lover or somebody sweet that you know in the family. Could be some money for Easter that you're given if you celebrate Easter. Romantic life, I feel like there'll be a rejection of some kind. Either you'll have bought a gift for your partner and they aren't going to like it, there's some sort of rejection of it, or it doesn't work out, or and you can't get your money back for it or something, or there's like this gift that puts you out, or this acknowledgement that you're maybe that feelings are not reciprocated. This is in the near past, but like there's just some kind of, there could be you might have given somebody something when you were in a romantic relationship and now you kind of need it, and the relationship is over. Or maybe you accepted something, some offer from somebody, and you really wish you hadn't, because it's kind of left you at less, feeling like you have less to hold on to than you did before you accepted the offer. This is also creative projects too. So you might have put a lot of work into something, created something, and it wasn't well received, or it was lost in some sort of way, a financial loss. Your day-to-day life routine and your health, I see you getting very strategic about how you emotionally are doing. Like you're really thinking about your emotional well-being, how well you're taking care of yourself emotionally and nurturing yourself. And that's become like almost something that you put effort into on a regular basis. You might be going to see a therapist. You might not be telling anybody about this. You might be watching self-help or videos, or reading self-help books. You're keeping to yourself more and kind of being like a little selfish with your energy in terms of your schedule, and I think that's okay, because it's more of I feel like it's a selfish kind of love, which means self-love to me, so this is good. A lot of self-love, self-care. You could be doing something a little sneaky in your day-to-day. You might be spying actually on somebody because she's scrying into a bowl, and this guy's like being kind of shady, like I said earlier. You're probably gonna foresee people trying to screw you over, so your intuition's gonna be on point in your day-to-day life this year about people who might not have the best intentions, and that's gonna help you navigate your day-to-day life, your work life. You might be watching somebody this year on camera at work doing something shady. You might get caught doing something. You also could be secretly in love with somebody from your work. That's a stretch. I do have a relationship with a younger person at a school or a home. So this could be a younger sibling if you're younger, living at home, or you all live together still. This could be a nephew or a niece. This relationship will factor in a more major way this year. Yeah, some kind of partnership or cooperation going on here with this younger person at home, or at an organization or a business of some kind, establishment. In terms of your 8th house, yeah, like stressed about business partners' decisions, partner in crimes, risky behaviors in terms of gambling, taxes, debts, decisions of somebody in authority in the government. There's something here about being stressed about a decision from some official of some kind. I don't know if that's valid stress. I do see that 7 of Swords in the outcome becomes an 8 of Swords in reverse, and that's exactly what we want to see. So like that's a relief. So I think it's just that you're stressed about it for a portion of the year, but it ends up getting resolved in some sort of way. It might be less than you anticipated, or there might have been a loss of money, but it seems like there's good news or a new beginning coming in from this. So yeah, ninth house. Taking spirit, this is like the spiritual house, hopes, dreams, goals, wishes. You might have wanted to go on a trip with somebody, and somebody was ready to take action in the matter, whether it was you or the other party, and there was a loss of, there was very little money to do it, and so, or there was kind of maybe it might have been a spiritual retreat or something to do with going to see a college or going to some sort of school, a trip to go see some higher education, or some sort of temple, or yeah, there's something here about there was plans to do something, and you were, or somebody else was ready to rush in, maybe not with all the facts, and you realize it's going to cost you a lot more money, so somebody has to maybe go at it alone. Or you might be also on the defense about something that you don't want to invest in terms of spirituality. So you might be like put off by somebody else's beliefs about money, beliefs about anything really in life, ideals, their importance that they put on money, or their lack thereof, and you might be kind of like saying, yeah, I'll listen, I'll hear you out, but I have my own opinion on the matter. Reputation. Something that you thought you were at a loss with is actually going to get, there's going to be some relief, because there's going to be something new coming in, or news coming in that's good about a new beginning. So they might have let you go from one position, and you were afraid you were going to lose your job, and that was really conflicting you in terms of your work life, your reputation, career. And so then you start some kind of new adventure, new type of position, even in the same company. The 11th house, there might have been some sort of gossip in the workplace, or a betrayal that's been kind of a burden. Somebody could have been backstabby at the workplace and gossiping, and that's caused some crisis or headaches for you. I hope this isn't about your friends, because it could have been somebody you thought was a friend at work that's proven themselves to be not so nice. I do see this getting resolved, though, because there is somebody you can trust in the matter, that shows up in the end. I don't know if they're telling you about this. Where you haven't felt strong, where you haven't felt like you could rely on anyone or anything there during this year, there's going to be um, where you feel vulnerable. That is where you're going to make friends. Vulnerability is going to allow you to um, warm people's hearts in a new way. Like, maybe you're actually starting to be more vulnerable, and that's what's kind of drawing friends into you. This is also about an organization having to do with pets and the protection of pets that are being abused or they need to be rescued. So you could work for or donate your time to a rescue organization for animals. But as a spiritual kind of reading, there's vulnerability here that brings in compassion, understanding, and builds your strength. I feel like you find the strength in you find strength in yourself, and it helps create and build a new way of feeling spiritual for you. You may even be like an advocate for animals, and that's helping you to, or wildlife, and like it's helping you to be connected with nature and the divine through nature. So that's very nice. Okay. The underlying cards I didn't really talk about much. I'm just going to quickly go through it, Scorpio. So I do have the Hangman from the Tarot. I did say that was there. I'm waiting around for something to be manifested, having to make some sacrifices in order to get things off the ground with that King of Wands there. Waiting. It's also about attraction, right? He knows what he wants. He's that kind of spark. He knows how to create things in his life. And then I have this man card here, a dark-haired man and a blonde woman paired up. Now, I don't think these two are a couple. They are sort of facing each other, but he looks like he's looking over at the Hangman, and she looks like she's trying to get his attention in a wanton kind of like saucy kind of way. And then there's the Lenormand card I have is the Man in Reverse, which I don't normally read reversals with the Lenormand, but I feel like there's just not enough attraction to an idea, a concept, or a project on someone else's end. And so there may be a time when you have to walk away from what isn't emotionally serving you anymore. There may be something about this person, the way they think about something, the way they understand things to be, whatever gets them engaged in something mentally, is not jiving, they're not giving you the attention that you deserve or you need, or the accolades that you deserve and you need. So there is something here about that being a theme where you're not wanting to wait anymore to manifest something, so you're going to go about it a different route. I think if this is a promotion at work or a project you've been working on at work, I do see that you do manifest it. It just, there comes with a loss of somebody here. Could be a friend who wanted to be a part of something, but you're going in different directions. And then there's satisfaction underneath, and it could feel like you've won at all costs in a matter, like you've defeated the opponent, but it cost you something. But things balance themselves out in the end. And then there's like this defensive stance of like, this is my turf, bitch. You kind of finally are almost done with something that you've been struggling to get off the ground, and you're protecting it. Good for you, Scorpio. All right, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope I wasn't too rusty, and I will see you soon. Bye.